As we ran through the dark forest, surrounded by rain, surrounded by thunder, and a strike of lightning hit the ground, it unveiled 3 letters coming from the sky. Straight from Satan himself, IGN. What could these 3 letters mean? Ignorant gaming narcissists? Irrational giant numbers? Or perhaps it's just a really terrible gaming review website that just bought Humble Bundle, and because of it, I fear for Humble Bundle's future. Yeah, that sounds about right. A lot of people weren't expecting this, but I honestly was. I was expecting IGN to be involved in some sort of gaming company purchase. Honestly, I thought it would have been GameStop. That way, GameStop and IGN are both terrible. That way, they could just have like their whole hell spawn somewhere and just have nobody visit the website or the store, and they'll just go out of business and wonder why, because they're awful, both of them. However, no, they decided to buy something good, and what they bought was Humble Bundle, and that's horrible because you know that Humble Bundle is going to be changed forever now. Now, if you don't know what Humble Bundle is, it's essentially a website where you can go on and you can buy video games, and instead of the proceeds going straight to the developers and nothing else, the proceeds get split up how you choose to go to the developers and to go to one of many charities. So you could buy a game and you could choose 1% of the proceeds to go to the developers, or you can choose 50% of the proceeds to go to the developers, and whatever isn't taken out of there goes to, I believe, Humble Inc. and whatever charities that they have. Although I don't think Humble themselves takes that big of a cut. I'm pretty sure it mostly just goes to charities. But what could you buy on Humble, you ask? Well, actually quite a lot. I, for example, like to buy whenever Sega has a sale. They always have all of the Sonic games up, and Football Manager, and all these amazing games that normally cost like an assload on Steam when it's not a summer sale. And you can buy them all for pretty much dirt cheap on Humble Bundle, give what you want to, and whatever you give, you can set to go to charities instead of to Sega, which honestly I think Sega deserves some of the money too. I do a 50-50 whenever I buy from Sega. However, if you have a gaming company that you don't particularly like the practices of, however you like the games that come out of the end result, you can totally do that as well. Like for example, Konami, I don't really support their work ethic. I don't support the way that they treat their employees. However, if there's a Konami Humble Bundle, you can bet your ass that I'm only giving 1% of the money to Konami and the rest to charities, because that way you can buy the games, you can play the games that you want to without having to resort to piracy or anything like that, and you can give the money to someone who deserves it instead of a greedy company that just makes pachinko machines. Thanks for that, Konami. They don't always have huge name charities. For example, this week's charity is the National Video Game Museum, which isn't like a life-saving thing. It's literally I believe it's just a video game museum that collects authentic old video games for preservation. However, that's still something that's really cool and something that I'm really glad is to be featured on the Humble Bundle. Now, with IGN taking charge of this, oh boy, I can see this not going very well at all. I can definitely see them not featuring companies that don't pay them, for example. Obviously, we all know about how much IGN prefers a paycheck when they're giving a review, so I can guarantee you that they probably prefer a paycheck when doing a Humble Bundle as well. This is it. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm not saying that IGN's going to destroy Humble Bundle, but I'm pessimistic, and that's just because I don't trust IGN. I'll be completely honest. You guys probably know exactly how I feel about IGN after the extensive amount of videos I've made about them. However, yeah, I think they're going to F it up pretty badly. But I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think that Humble is going to be fine after this, or do you think that IGN's going to break it slightly and we're going to have to wait for another alternative? So, yeah, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Keep the conversation going, because I'd absolutely love to read what you guys think. This has been DanRock. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and take care.